You find an apartment in Tokyo for 100,000 yen a month. Sounds great, but then the agent sends you a bill for the total upfront cost of 600,000 yen. How can it increase to 6 times? Today, I'll break down exactly what you pay when renting an apartment in Japan, every fee, every deposit, and where you can actually negotiate to save some money. This is the third video in my Renting in Japan series. If you have missed the last episode, why it's so hard for foreigners to rent in Japan, I recommend watching that too, because it explains the background behind many of these fees. Hello, I'm Toyo Tanuma. I'm the founder of Open Room Inc., which is a Tokyo-based real estate company that helps foreign buyers to purchase properties in Japan and manage properties on their behalf. I have over 10 years of experience in real estate finance and another 10 years in advanced technologies, things like AI and software building as a tech startup founder. If you need my assistance, please contact my team. You can find everything you need to know in the description of this video. Let's start with the initial cost. What you need to pay before you even move in. I'll use an example of an apartment in Tokyo with a monthly rent of 100,000 yen. Let's break it down. Security deposit, it's usually 1 month rent in Tokyo, so that would be 100,000 yen. This money is held as a reserve for cleaning and repairs when you move out. If you return the property in good condition, part of it is refunded. But some landlords deduct a fair amount for cleaning or restoration work, and this practice varies by region. In the Kanto area, meaning Greater Tokyo region, 1 month deposit is the practice. But if you go to other places like Kansai, which is Osaka or Kyoto, you often see 3 to 4 months deposit depending on how the local rental culture is developed. Key money is a one-time thank you payment to the landlord. It's usually 1 month's rent, again about 100,000 yen, and it's non-refundable. Once you pay it, it's gone for good. The owner usually uses the money to finance their commission to the broker. In Kanto, the common setup is 1 month deposit, 1 month key money. But in Kansai, it's often the opposite. Higher deposit and little or no key money. These differences go back decades and reflect regional traditions around landlord-tenant relationships. Next, agent fee. This is the commission paid to the real estate agent for arranging the contract. Legally, it can't exceed 1 month's rent plus tax. So in this case, it's 100,000 yen plus 10% consumption tax. Sometimes, if the property is listed directly by the management company, this fee can be reduced or waived. So it's always worth asking. If you don't have a Japanese guarantor, you'll need a guarantor company. Their fee is usually 30% to 100% of 1 month's rent, plus a yearly renewal fee of around 10,000 yen. This is a non-refundable cost. Think of it as an insurance for the landlord in case something goes wrong. When you move in, the locks are typically replaced for security reasons. That costs about 10 to 25,000 yen depending on the building. Mandatory in most contracts, usually costs around 15 to 20,000 yen for a 2-year policy. You'll pay your first month's rent when signing the contract. If you move in mid-month, you'll often pay a prorated amount based on the move-in date. So if we add everything up for a 100,000 yen apartment, deposit of 100,000 yen, key money of 100,000 yen, agent fee of 100,000 yen plus tax, guarantor fee of 50,000 yen plus tax, key exchange of 20,000 yen plus tax, fire insurance of 15,000 yen plus tax, first 2 months rent of 200,000 yen, that totals to 630,500 yen, upfront including tax, or roughly 6 months rent. Once you move in, there are several ongoing expenses to budget. Number 1, rent. This one is obvious, but it's still the biggest part of your monthly expense and the foundation for all other charges. So remember that even small differences in rent add up significantly over time, which I will explain later. Management fee is usually between 3,000 and 10,000 yen per month. This covers cleaning of common areas, shared electricity, and property maintenance. Renewal fee is, in most private rentals, you pay 1 month's rent every 2 years when renewing the contract. It's easy to forget, but it's standard practice in Japan. Electricity, gas, water, and internet are usually paid separately. Expect around 10,000 to 20,000 yen a month, depending on your lifestyle and the season. Now, let's talk about how to save, because some of these costs are actually negotiable. Rent is the key number that influences almost everything else. Deposit, key money, guarantor fees, and of course, your monthly rents. If you can lower the rent, you're reducing every linked cost. Even a small discount like 5,000 yen per month saves you 25 to 30,000 yen upfront and 60,000 yen a year in running. Start your negotiation here. It's the single most effective way to lower your total spending. If the landlord refuses to lower the rent, try this. Would it be possible to convert the key money into part of the deposit instead? Here's why it matters. Key money is a pure cost. Once you pay it, it's gone. But a deposit is refundable, in part when you move out, depending on the condition of the property. So even if the total upfront amount stays the same, you give yourself a chance to get some money back later. I've personally done this before, and it often works because owners are usually reluctant on agreeing on rent reduction. But this way, you can reduce your overall spending without reducing owners' immediate cash flow. It just shifts the cost to an asset. Some buildings, especially newer ones or corporate managed ones, run zero key money or zero deposit campaigns. These are great deals for lowering your initial cost. If the listing is handled directly by the same agent managing the property, they may have flexibility to lower their fee, sometimes to half a month's rent or less. It never hurts to ask politely. So when you see that 100,000 yen apartment listing, remember the real cost to move in could be around 5 to 6 times of that amount. But once you understand where every yen goes and know how to negotiate, you can save hundreds of thousands of yen and make smarter housing choices. In my next video, I'll cover how to get your rental application approved, what landlords look for, and how you can stand out from the competition. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel to reach more people who want to understand Japan's really confusing real estate market. Also, if you're actively looking for properties in Japan, please visit our English website called Open Room, where the listings are sourced directly from our unique network of thousands of realtors throughout Japan. And you might be able to find some off-market property. That's en.openrm.jp. That's en.openrm.jp. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Sayonara.